Peace Collective. How y'all doing? I hope all is well with you. My name is Keith, and this is Kind of Sweet Tea, and this is your general love reading. Please hit the like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you know when I post my videos. I forgot my pen and my paper, so I will have to timestamp this later. So it'll probably be posted before the timestamp. I don't know. We'll see if there will be a timestamp. All right. Ooh, we already got the lovers popping out. The page of pentacles and the seven of pentacles. Hmm. If you're connected to a Gemini, there is someone that wants to invest in you. You know what song I'm hearing by India Irie? I am ready for love. Yeah, the Empress. Why are you hiding from me? Somebody is looking for love or ready for love, or the universe is saying that you're ready for love. I'd quickly give my freedom to be held in captivity. You know, this is going to be a collective reading because, it'll be too time consuming to do a timestamp after I already posted, and ain't nobody got time for that. So what I'm going to do is a collective reading for everybody, and we'll do a all signs reading mañana tomorrow. Okay, let's get on up, get on the scene, get on up like a sex machine. Get up. All right, girl, let's get it. Sorry, y'all. Again, my name is Key, and this is Kind of Sweet Tea, and this is your general love reading. Please take what resonates to your situation and leave the rest. Okay, if you want a personal reading, please check the what do you call that thing? The community tab. There is a flyer there, so you may have to scroll a little bit. If you're interested, please email me your questions. Email me if you want a personal. All right, let's get on into it. And clear message. Personal love reading, personal advice, whatever it is that you need, financial advice. All right, clear message. Somebody is ready to move out of their complex. They hate it, or there's a lot of issues in the area, in the house. Three of cups, not 10 of cups. We have the 3 of cups at the bottom of the deck. It could be connected to another water sign. Doesn't have to be. Oh, you have a fire sign that may want to take a chance on reconciling with you, or this could be an opportunity at developing something new. This is the start of a beautiful friendship. All right, this could be a friendship offer. Okay. Ooh. For some of you, this is an ex. For some of you, this is an ex. They wanna get a load off. Take the load off. Okay. They want to take the load off. Maybe there's something that they're still looking at, dwelling at, and they may want to communicate about it, talk about it. Let's talk about it. I want to talk about it, but let's not talk about who's right and who's wrong. I want to move on so we can start all over. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, Monifa. All right, let's get into it. What does the collective need to know? Quick message. What does the collective need to? I know some of y'all be sick of me. Like, girl, do the reading. You got the 9 of Cups showing up. All right, all right. Somebody feel like they're getting their wish fulfillment, or they have something in mind that they want. All right, let me get some more energy. See what else we need to know. We'll clarify this energy for you. All right, collective. I could be talking to a Pisces. Ooh. You got the Page of Cups in reverse, and you got the 5 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Oh, somebody like, oh yeah, I'm moving away from energy that's not real. Like if it ain't real, I don't want it. Page of Pentacles. If it ain't real, I don't want it. Yeah. What's the song? Dun, 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 I don't want it. I don't want it. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I run from it. I run from it. All right. I don't think that relies or resonates. It could. It could. Okay. Why did I say rely though? but it don't matter right now. All right. Somebody's birthday could be September 11th. Okay, let's get into it. Yeah. Ooh, if there's a remedy, I run from it. I run from it. You got the three of swords at the bottom of the deck and the five of swords with the eight of cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like somebody is working on themselves, healing. You got the star card and the temperance energy. Star card and the temperance energy. I don't know. You tell me that sounds like you're healing or working on yourself. You tell me what that sound like. All right. So we got the nine of cups, the page of cups in reverse, the five of cups in reverse, the world card, the ten of wands, the ace of swords, and the magician. If we look at this all together, collective, what I'm seeing here is somebody just really focusing on things that bring them the most satisfaction, the most joy. What is it that they want? They want to manifest it all right, they want a reality that will close out things that is not genuine, that is not pure in heart, that is um uh, 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 that lack growth, because the page of cups in reverse, this person is, or whoever this energy is around you, this person or the situation around you could impede your growth, right? Because the ten of wands is literally right here. You may be carrying all the burden of a situation around you. This could be a situation that you may have dealt with in the past with the five of cups, and you're releasing it. All right, you're seeing the truth of something so that you can get what you want. Look, you got the nine of cups, getting what you want. Magician, getting what you want. You're like, I'm closing out everything that don't make sense to me. If it don't make sense, I can't wear it. What they said at the O.J. Simpson trial? If it don't fit, you must have quit. Like it don't fit. It don't fit. Tell me what the nine of cups is. What is the nine of cups? Like I said, I could be talking to a Pisces. I don't have to be. But I do ultimately feel like this is you really focusing on things that bring you emotional fulfillment. What is it that you want? What is this wish? What is the desire for the collective that is watching? If there's a why is that song in my head? If there's a remedy, I run from it. I run from it. Okay, you got the King of Swords, so you're being logical and strategic, all right. And it's not you. You're not being a tyrant, and you're not being over assertive. You're being confident in knowing whatever it is that you want, and your knowledge and your understanding of something. You're just confident in it. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. Why is the Nine of Cups here for the collective? Why the Nine of Cups? The Knight of Swords. Communication. Tell me more about the Nine of Cups. You may be seeing the truth of or the reality of something. Yeah, a secret of something or a realization of the truth. Tell you more about the Nine of Cups. Okay. That was the Nine of Wands that came out. Okay. The realization of the truth. This could be Pisces energy. Strong Pisces energy is showing up with the King of Wands. Okay. This is the Prince of Cups. You have the two opposing energies, the Knight of Swords and the Prince of Cups. This is not always a bad thing when you see two knights coming together, because typically when we see knights together, they're like opposing each other, right? It's usually two individuals: a air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, earth sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Strong Pisces energy, like I said. But for some of you, this could be the opposing energy, two different energies coming together to have some type of communication regarding emotions or regarding feelings or regarding secrets, getting the truth out, something finally coming out. All right, King of Wands with the Six of Wands, something finally coming out. What might be coming out in a situation? And I feel like this is something that someone may have wanted to occur. A Chariot, you could be connected to a Cancer. What's coming out? What's coming out? Six of Swords, what the intentions are. Moving forward, moving away from conflicts, right? We saw that here. We see that here at the bottom of the deck. like literally moving away. Three of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. Someone's intention to move away from conflict. Someone's like, no, I no longer want to be a part of it. This could be you collective or the person that you're connecting to. Someone's moving on. Like someone's cutting a tie. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Someone's no longer interested. What's the Page of Cups? What is the Page of Cups in your situation for the collective? What is the Page of Cups? Someone could be rescinding an offer. Pay the Princess of Cups. So you have the Page of Cups here again. Okay. Two of Pentacles. And this may be something that someone may have been thinking about for some time, weighing their options here to see if something is going to grow. Choose a path. Okay. And they could have with the Knight card, you could have taken some time away from this situation or this individual. All right. Yeah. Seven of Wands. Put a boundary. Set a boundary with this individual, someone that may have been a little, maybe they were younger than you, very immature, not very dedicated to a process. Maybe you decided that you no longer want to be dedicated to a process and you put up a boundary with this person. All right, you may have been considering this for a while. Okay, Five of Cups. Yeah, Ten of Cups. You may have been thinking about this for a while. Maybe you're like, hey, this is likely the end of the situation. Tens are completion, right? So you're like, this is the ultimate level in what this person has to offer. All right, and someone's Five of Cups, and maybe you may have actually been sitting with this for some time, realizing what this actually is to you, or the situation, or what this person actually is to you. You know, you may have like, damn, I'm gonna really miss this person. Should I really let it go? For some of you, yes, you're choosing to let it go. What's the Five of Wands in reverse? Excuse me, the Five of Cups in reverse. What's the, that's why that's on. If there's a cure for it. I run from it. I run from it. So you may have been holding on to this relationship for longer than you should have. Ten of Wands. Yeah, you should. You may have been holding on to this relationship a lot longer than you should have. All right. All right. Tell me about the Five of Cups in reverse. What's the Five of Cups in reverse? All right. You got this the Moon card. Yeah. The King of Swords. Yeah. You saw the truth of something. You're seeing the truth of something, or you have a true understanding of something. Tell me more about the Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the Four of Cups. Some of you may have waited, or you are seeing the situation as a missed opportunity. Now, missed opportunities doesn't mean that you are regretting moving on, or you're regretting that this person moved on. I feel like this missed opportunity is recognizing it with the King of Swords, okay? The Ten of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Chariot, moving on. I feel like whatever lesson that you needed to learn from this situation, you could have been connected to a air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. You could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, strong Cancer energy. You could be using your intellect, using your understanding of a situation as to why it had to end. Again, that limit, it reached its highest potential, and you realize you looked at a situation like, look, I see how the situation is, and I see that it doesn't resonate with me, and I'm ready to go. And that's what this is here. All right. All right. Let's get some more understanding of the situation. Tell me more about this King of Swords. Who is this King of Swords here? Where's the collective at with this King of Swords? Where's the collective with this King of Swords? Who is this King of Swords? All right, the Moon energy, yeah. This King of Swords is you, collective, with the morning energy. The Moon energy when you could be connected to a Pisces, or you could be a Pisces. I could be reading for a Pisces with air in its chart, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or vice versa, Libra with air with water in their chart. Okay, someone definitely is choosing, because we saw the Knight card. We saw the Knight card signifies stepping away from a situation that's not working out right now, and we'll reapproach it later, right? This King of Swords is looking at a situation from a brighter angle, right? It's time to move on. It's time to let go of the situation after some time of separation. All right, tell me more about the Moon. The World card here. Let's find out what's going on with the world card. Why is this world card here for a collective? I could be reading for a fixed sign, Scorpio, a Taurus, Leo, or a Aquarius, I believe. Yeah, Aquarius. Tell me about the world. Why is that here for the collective? We got the Hermit. I could be reading for a Virgo. All right. The world card is you getting a spark of new ideas, right? You could be learning from something. This could also be closing the chapter on looking into a situation, right? You've gained all of the knowledge that you needed to gain here, and you may be like implementing those things because the Knight of Swords, because you know the Knight of Swords is the Page of Swords is a student, right? They're looking at a situation, they're evaluating the situation, and sometimes they go out and implement what they've learned to a small degree, right? It's not as large as the Knight of Swords or the King of Swords, but I feel like there's a new for some of you, this may be a new journey that you're embarking in. You're learning new things, and you may be starting to implement those things. And I feel like for some of them, for some of you, it might be to close out burdens, right? Close out things that made you feel weighed down. Like you maybe feel like you're too responsible for, you may be way responsible for. Tell me about the World card. All right, the Magician. Yeah, manifesting the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Right, manifesting things that will bring you into, um, I was going to say independence, right? But yes, of course, along with other things comes your independence. But I feel like you're focusing more on being um, intentional about yourself, okay, about your desires. I like this reading for you, collective, because it feels more like a self-intentional thing, right? This is you being intentional about what it is that you want for yourself, and for some of you this is like movement in a positive direction to promote growth. Page of Cups in the upright, right? Promote growth in a creative, Ace of Wands, in a creative way. All right, collective, I like this for you. Tell me about the 10 of Wands here. About the 10 of Wands for the collective. Why is that here? Like I said, just like with the 10 of Cups, yes, it's a beautiful thing to come to a completion to a situation where you feel like you've reached this overall fulfillment here. And maybe you feel like there's a fulfillment that has been reached in the previous connection or previous situation with the 10 of Wands here. That situation is showing the same thing, right? You've come to this completion where things closing out, things that you may be feeling like you weighed down, you feel weighed down, excuse me, make you feel like there's a burden, a hardship where you may have been working extra hard to maintain. That could be coming to an end for some of you. All right, talking about the 10 of Wands for the collective. All right, you got the, yeah, 4 swords. Yeah, it's a period for rest for some of you. Yeah, the Moon card. This is gonna be a end to, for some of you, an end to feeling um, like you have to keep your feelings hidden about what it is that you're carrying, right? You get to let that go. Tell me more about the 10 of Wands. You have 4 swords. You take a moment to rest and heal, right? All right. Tell me more. Step away from things that you may have been holding on to. For some of you, you may have been holding on to it, not even acknowledging that to yourself. Okay, you got the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, 4 Pentacles. You may have not been acknowledging that. For some of you, this is an end to all of that. You holding on to the things that have been keeping you from taking on new journeys, focusing on yourself, focusing on things that bring you financial stability, emotional stability, and mental stability. And that's what that 9 of Cups is about. And that high priestess energy, kind of like coming to the truth, the realization of what something is, what it is that you're feeling, having the absolute truth about it, maybe even having some questions answered, whether that is through tarot or through personal research, whether that's through someone coming in to kind of like guide you into that right direction. Whatever that is for you, collective, that's what this is the end of holding on to burdens, end of holding on to hardships, feeling overly protective of your feelings and your emotions, allowing yourself to rest. All right, I like this. Turn up the Ace of Swords. What's the truth here? For some of you, you may be receiving some sort of communication For others of you, this is going to be some type of realization, understanding, where you get to implement those new ideas. All right. Tell me about the Ace of Swords, because we see this swords all over the place when it comes to the character in this reading. You got we got the Knight of Swords, we got the King of Swords, we got the Ace of the what you call this person, the Page of Swords, and now we have the Ace of Swords, all coming into this reality with communication, understanding, intelligence, and the ability to act on it. All right. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. All right, you got the Wheel of Fortune showing up at the bottom of the deck. Seven of Wands, victory. All right, you may be receiving some attention, recognition, accolade. I feel like you're not expecting this. Okay, for some of you. Some of you are expecting it because you put in a lot of hard work with the Ten of Wands. All right, a lot of it. And for Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, for some of you may have felt like it wasn't recognized. It's going to be recognized for some of you with the Ace of Swords. The Judgment. Oh, wow. Ace of Swords. For some of you, this is realization, understanding. You taking a step to finally to accept or forgive someone. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords. Strength card. You could be connected to a Leo. Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. Why the Eight of Swords? Why the Eight of Swords? Someone is about to see the truth or realize why they have been afraid to move forward. What were they afraid of recognizing? What were they afraid of seeing? What decisions they were afraid of making? All right, you got the Nine of Wands, that you were holding on to something. All right, Ace of Cups. Ooh, I am ready for love. Some of you may have been a little afraid to step back into um, a relationship. Okay, some of you may have been a little afraid to express yourself on an emotional level. Some of you have been afraid to be creative, right? Or give yourself self love. Someone may be afraid that how people would receive them, right? Nine of Cups, and I'm excuse me, Nine of Wands with the Seven of Cups with the World card. That's coming to an end for some of you. I think that's coming to an end for some of you with this recognition that you may be receiving. Tell me about the Magician. And this could be someone just saying, collective so and so, you are a really good friend. Or collective so and so, you have been a really great mom. Or collective or dad. Collective so and so, you're going to get a raise at the end of the month. Collective so and so, whatever good news or whatever new thing that's coming toward you, collective, I feel like this is coming toward you with the removal of fear. All right. All right. What's the Magician? We now have the Magician here for two instances, okay? Starting a new chapter, manifesting things that you desire. Tell me about the Magician. Okay, excuse me, y'all. I have to get a new deck. Let's try this. Hi, Levi. Hey, boo. Why are you hiding down there? I didn't even know you were there. My cat is here. He's making an introduction to himself. All right, y'all. Why is the Magician here? This was the extra card that came out, collective. This was the extra. This is like the bonus card. Why the Magician? Why is this here? I see the Six of Cups and the Strength card. So, for some of you, you may be allowing yourself to believe in whatever it is that you believe in, right? But this is about reconciliation. We did say forgiveness, okay? And this could be from that friend and family group. This could be a past lover for some of you, but I'm not really getting that a lot from this reading. What's the Magician? Why is that here? Okay, you got the Queen of Cups. You could be connected to a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Tell me about the Magician. Okay, Emperor. Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginning, new opportunities. You have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, now the Ace of Pentacles. tell you more about the magician. Brand new opportunity, brand new offers. 10 of Pentacles. There's the Five of Pentacles here. Why the Five of Pentacles? Why the Five of Pentacles? For some of you, you'll have the opportunity to give into things that you may felt like were putting you or the people that you love into hardships. There was some financial hardships. You could be receiving some type of communication. Yeah, Magician. Wow. What are they manifesting with the Five of Pentacles? You could be leaving things out in the cold. The Ace of Pentacles is literally facing the Five of Pentacles. So this could be, I'm hearing debt is paid. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, I don't know if y'all remember, back in a couple of years ago, there was a creator. He was doing money mantra, and it was I can't remember the whole thing, but I know that it ended with debt is paid. Okay, yeah, Four of Wands. Wow, someone is manifesting the way out of debt, and this could be as surface level as you want it to be, or deep as you want it to be, right? Or up in the ethers as you want it to be. So, however it manifests for you or resonate with you, you have the opportunity to take that step here, because this is about, you have the Magician now here 3 times. So, someone is doing a lot to make sure that their life turns into this stable, this stable thing, right? And this could be relationships, like we talked about, that I am ready for love. This could be your financial stability, your home life stability, your mental stability. This is about stability, celebrating that, okay? A union for most of you, all right? There's a King of Wands here, Six of Pentacles, King of Wands, I apologize. The Emperor, Six of Pentacles, and the Hierophant with a Justice card. There's 6 Pentacles here. The Ace of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles, there's 6 Pentacles. So this could be you literally giving into things that you have lost, right? You may be regaining those things to bring you stability. Maybe you lost a home and you finding a new place to live. We talked about that earlier. Maybe you lost a relationship and you're gathering yourself together to find a new relationship. These are new things. I don't think this is going back to the past. The world is here talking about a brand new beginning, one that was manifested. All right, collective. I'll close this out right here. I'm not going to take too much time. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and turn your notification bells, so you know when I post my videos. And if you ain't sang the last time I was singing, be prepared to sing the next time. You don't come up in here, don't be singing it, right? You're going to sing with me. I love you, collective. Peace. Bye.